Good morning, teachers and fellow students. I'm Jonathan Kwok from class 102. Today I will tell you about how coral reefs are formed. Coral reefs are underwater structures made from calcium carbonate, which is secreted by corals to be used as exoskeletons. Most coral reefs are made of stony corals, which in turn are made of polyps. Polyps are like tiny sea animals to which they are closely related. Coral reefs form some of the most diverse ecosystems on Earth. They occupy less than 0.1% of the world's ocean surface, which is about half the size of France. These coral reefs provide a home for 25% of all marine species. These include fish, mollusks, crustaceans, and many more. Thus, they are often called rainforests of the sea. Most coral reefs thrive in shallow waters that allow sufficient light to reach the coral. The annual global economic value of coral reefs has been estimated at $375 billion. This is because reefs provide fish for fisheries and are tourist attractions. However, coral reefs are under threat from climate change, ocean acidification, blast fishing, cyanide fishing for aquarium fish, and water pollution. Most coral reefs are less than 10,000 years old, as they were formed after the last glacial period when sea levels rose. An atoll forms when coral grows around an extinct volcanic island. As the volcanic island sinks and the sea level increases, a fringing reef is formed. This usually includes a lagoon, which is a body of water between the island and the reef. As the island continues to sink, the fringing reef becomes a barrier reef and is further from the island. The lagoon is also bigger and deeper. Finally, the island submerges below the sea and the reef now becomes an atoll surrounding a lagoon. There are several types of reefs. These include fringing reefs, barrier reefs, atoll reefs, and many more. A fringing reef is a reef that is directly attached to an island or mainland with a shallow channel or lagoon in between. A barrier reef is a reef that is not attached to an island or mainland and is separated from it by a lagoon or shallow channel. An atoll more or less is a circular or continuous barrier that extends around a lagoon. There is also no island or mainland that originates from. An atoll can take up to 30 million years to form. A cay is a small sandy island that forms when erosion acts on the coral reefs, and material from these reefs piles up on the parts of reefs and lagoons. The cays are stabilized enough by plants to allow it to be habitable by humans. The largest coral reef in the world is the Great Barrier Reef. It comprises of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands. It stretches for over 2,600 kilometers off Queensland, Australia. Coral reefs provide habitable conditions for many different organisms. For example, there are over 4,000 species of fish that inhabit coral reefs. Some of these fish are groupers, horse mackerels, and barracudas. Sharks and squids, such as the white-tipped reef shark and the Caribbean reef squid, also inhabit reefs. Several types of invertebrates inhabit coral reefs. These include sea urchins and sea slugs. Sea urchins play important roles in preserving reefs as they eat algae that compete with coral for nutrients. Coral reefs such as atolls also provide habitats for seabirds to live in. For example, Midway in Hawaii is inhabited by nearly 3 million seabirds. Overall, there are 17 species of seabirds living on Midway Atoll. One of these species, the short-tailed albatross, is very rare as there are only 2,200 left. Few mammals inhabit coral reefs, the exception being dolphins. Reptiles such as turtles and sea snakes also inhabit coral reefs, as food is plentiful there for these animals. Now please watch this video about the biodiversity of coral reefs.
Coral reefs are often called the rainforests of the ocean because of their rich variety of life, or high biodiversity. The many favorable conditions of coral reefs, including warm waters, abundant sunlight for photosynthesis, and rich nutrient supplies, allow a vast number of different species to exist there. Because the environment is suitable to many different types of life, organisms don't always have to waste a lot of energy surviving, and can instead grow larger and more varied. Because of the variety of animals that live here, biodiversity is encouraged because it helps organisms differentiate themselves to compete with others.
Thank you for taking time to watch this video. I hope that you have learned something about coral reefs. Thank you and have a nice day.